In my field in IT and cybersecurity, there is a big shift because when I started the field 2010 and I started my work at that time, I was one of the first ladies to be in that field. One of the things that I'm really proud of is how we, as Qatar, we organized the World Cup 2022. That was really amazing, and one of the things that we learned a lot from it, especially that I have worked in that in securing the digital space of the events.
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. میں ہوں نازیہ FM 107 سے اینڈ ویلکم ٹو دس امیزنگ شو کالڈ وائسز آف قطر where we journey through the life of people, those who have lived, shaped and witnessed the transformation of this beautiful, beloved country called Qatar. Well, today we are honored to welcome in our studio an absolute remarkable and a distinguished guest, Eman Al Hamad, a trailblazer in cybersecurity and a true innovator. We would love to welcome you on FM 107. How are you doing?
I'm happy to be with you here today, and thank you for this invitation, and I hope that the listeners enjoy the conversation with us today.
Eman, we'll start with a little nostalgia. So can you share a special memory from your childhood that still makes you smile today?
My childhood is full of memories when I always remember it. So one of the memories that I never forget is when I graduated from 6th grade.
Okay.
This was like a moment that I always remember, and always until today when I have happy moments in my life, I remember that moment. And it was really a different moment for me because I was with my family, and my father has a job outside at that time. So I was with them, and it was like a different experience because at that time I just started to learn English. So I was in USA, and it was like just a few words I know in English, yes, no, 1, 2, 3, and I graduated from 6th grade there, so it was big thing for me. That day in the graduation, they put for us the song, I believe I can fly, I believe I can touch the sky. So until today, when I have an achievement, I always like to listen to that music because it reminds me that we cannot stop dreaming. We always have big dreams, and that was like the starting sparkling in changing my life.
What was life like back then compared to now, and what changes actually amazes you?
After I finished my 6th grade, I came back to my home, which is Qatar, and happy to be back here. Actually, Qatar changed a lot since that time until today, and that's back in the 1980s now, and now we are in 2025, so it is a big shift in Qatar, and how things have been shifted. We moved in the agriculture, in the education, in way of life, in the achievements that the country have achieved. So Qatar really transformed in amazing way, and it is based on putting a strategy for that movement, and it shows how the leadership have pioneering and forwarding thinking about building the future, and it is really studied movement, and it's an amazing experience that I have experienced that shift that happens in the country over the years.
Okay, now coming to your profession part, was there a moment in your early life when you realized you were inclined towards technology and towards, problem solving?
In my field in IT and cybersecurity, there is a big shift because when I started the field in 2010 and I started my work at that time, I was one of the first ladies to be in that field. So I was the first lady actually in Civil Aviation Authority to work in network engineering, and it has been published in the news, the first lady to be there, Qatar lady to be there. So it is one of the things that I'm really proud of it. I believe that I always like to take challenges, take different fields, take something that really will add value to myself and to the community and the country. And that's one of the happiest moments that I have lived. And continuing from there, after working for several years, I decided to have further specialized in that in technology world and to be specialized in cybersecurity. One of my colleagues, he was from Korea, and he said to me, Eman, you are really clever and you are a hard worker. Why not getting into the field of cybersecurity? So back that time, it wasn't like that famous cybersecurity and everything, but I started to dig deep in that field, and I realized, it's an enjoyable field. So I decided to enter to it, and at that time also I was one of the few to be entered to this field, and I finished my master's degree in cybersecurity. And when I came back to work, I continued working in IT and cybersecurity. And then,
since we are talking about cybersecurity, and we do understand that cybersecurity itself is a complex field, so what actually is inspiring you to stay committed to this?
Cybersecurity is a really complex field, and especially that I always say there's a fight between the good and bad people in that world. So I'm always with the good people. So I try to defend, I'll try to how we can protect the nation, how we can protect people, how we can provide safe space for people. So that internal feelings that I want to help others, want to protect others, make me always be passionate to be in that field, giving more to that field, because I know that there is a big need in that field, and I always try to do my best to give to that field, and that's what inspired me to come with the innovation that I have innovated, which is the fraud detection system, because there's always a gap, and we try to close that gap, and as long as we have that internal sparkling and motivation, we are continuing to be in that field.
Eman, we are talking again about cybersecurity, and of course, in your opinion, what is that biggest misconception the people have about cybersecurity?
One of the big misconceptions that people have at that field is about their data and how the importance of the data, and it's a password, it's a username, it is my name, what they will do with it is not an important data. This is one of the big misconceptions that people have. And people always have misconception that no one will target me because I don't have something important. But the truth is that any one of us can be targeted, can be attacked, or by fraud or social engineering or any other fraud activities. So we have to be cautious about how we deal with our digital world, and we have to start to educate ourselves, because some people think that they don't need to know about cybersecurity. Now, I described it as you need to know about how to protect your health, how to take care of your car, how to take care of your house. You have to take care of your digital resistance.
Right.
So this is really important. So today is not the goal is to make people high-tech people or be professional, no, but just to have the basics in cybersecurity, how they protect their at least emails, how to protect their communication, how they respond to others. So this is one of the misconceptions that we have to make it correct.
Okay, Eman, can you tell us about a project or any of the innovative idea you have worked and you feel proud as a Qatari expert?
Yes. One of the things that I'm really proud of is my innovation that I have innovated in 2020, which is fraud detection system. It's a real-time system that can detect a fraud that happens in real time, and it gives a lot to the user. So what is the added value of this system? So when any person received a call, anyone tries to alert the person, try to get personal details for data from that person, that system gives the user alert that you may be now victim of fraud, and it's at a certain threshold it stops the call. And it's now I'm working on implementing it, how we can use it with social media and other applications.
Beautiful. Thank you. Fantastic. Congratulations on this.
Thank you.
Okay, now coming back to Qatar. So we have seen Qatar evolve over the years. So what is that one thing that truly amazes you?
One of the things that I'm really proud of is how we, as Qatar, we organized the World Cup 2022. That was really amazing, and one of the things that we learned a lot from it, especially that I have worked in that in securing the digital space of the event. So I have seen how things have been working together, how entities work together to secure that event, and that's come because of the leadership and how they organize the things, plan it well, and how things have been run in a good and nice way, and how the things are coming following, like having the Arab World and like having other new upcoming events that Qatar have been want to host it in the future. So this is one of the things that it was a big learning curve for us as Qatari, and also it gives us exposure to the world. So now more people, more and more, especially when we go outside, to other countries, people started to know Qatar, started to know, Qatar World Cup. So it has been like amazing things that we are really proud of.
Food is part of hospitality, Qatari hospitality. So would you like to share any of your favorite dish?
One of the things that I like about Qatar is we always try to keep our tradition, and we secure it. One of the things that I like the most is haris. And also I like madruba, and one of the things that is famous for most is machbous. So we have many of traditional dishes that it's still haven't it until today.
Now coming to Qatar's tradition and culture, which country is really rich in many traditions and cultures. So what is that one culture or tradition that holds a special place in your heart?
About the culture, what I like it most, and I'm really proud of it, as Qatar, we always even the small people still wear our traditional cloth, which is the thobe, not especially for men, and still wearing the traditional dresses, and not going to what's happening popular. Sometimes they wear it, but always they try to keep the traditional dresses. So if you go anywhere in Qatar, you will find always the man with thobe and qatra, which keep us really proud of. We keep our tradition and we secure it, and there are some initiatives in the country to keep that as the national dress of the country, and now have been assigned the national dress of the country, or the national code, for men and female, and this will help a lot to secure our tradition, not moving with the
Western influences.
Yes, yeah.
Very well said. Beautiful answer. Thank you so much, Eman. Thank you for talking straight from your heart and sharing such fantastic, amazing insights. Thank you once again.
Thank you, and it was my pleasure to be with you today.
Pleasure to have you, and I believe that your courage, it truly reminds us of this, that if you have the courage in yourself, you can turn the challenges into opportunities, and you yourself is a big example of that.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Eman. You're truly an inspiring woman. Keep inspiring the way you are, and thank you once again.
Thank you.